When I first talked to you, when you had the hard hat on and,
Yes.
the scaffolding around Oran Mor,
Yeah.
you said something that really struck me, that you wanted Oran Mor to be Mayfest the whole year round. Why was that?
Well, first of all, that's absolutely true. I experienced Mayfest in the early days when a chap called Billy Kelly was helping to drive at Alec Clark and just at the back of Ferry Lane, and I got invited in to operate in the bars, and the notion was that the whole thing had to work, not just the performance, but everybody had to be made comfortable and see it as a whole experience. So the back of that was happening.
So, a player pint.
Yeah. Aye.
What's your feelings about that?
I think the wee chuckle at the beginning, David, when you approached me was, your generosity of spirit was such that you want to call it a pie, a pint and a play. And we had a wee bit of debate about that, because I knew what you were doing. You were being very gracious in putting the pie and the pint to the fore, but we eventually agreed that a play, a pie and a pint was right. And I could honestly say it's the rest is history. But no, I think it's spectacular. I mean, obviously your vision and so forth, but the appetite was always there, but somebody had to put something on to embrace it. And since day one, we've had fantastic support. I'd asked a young guy called a friend of mine, Charlie Booth, and he did a bit of research by way of Celtic primordial, and albeit I knew the name Oran Mor through the Gaelic mod, and I knew it was an award that was given for the best piper and so forth. Also knew that, again back to Tyree, there is St Oran's graveyard there, and it's an old church, and there's a St Oran's rock, and I knew that mythologically there was a notion that St Oran left Ireland before St Columba got to Scotland, and he got as far as Tyree, and they were all recreants and it wasn't worth hanging around, so he just went back. And the name means big song, literally, but the real meaning is the beginning of a new movement. And at that point it was Christianity coming to Scotland. But by way of Oran Mor, it is the beginning of a new era, a new enlightenment, again playing games with the church and so forth.
Right.
And here we're here with the name Oran Mor, and Lee Charlie's contribution was finding the book Celtic Primordial, and I had to research it a wee bit more, and that's obviously worked.
Great. Thank you very much, Colin.